Hello, thank you for the click. And first of all, I just wanted to say before I get into this video, thanks so much to the sheeple out there for providing yet another Black Friday full of crazy headlines all day long about how you're out there beating each other senseless for stupid things that you think you so desperately need. Way to not let us down. Good job. Way to go, everybody. Goodness gracious. Now, Comet Ison, right? Did it survive its dive into the sun? Is the debris trail going to be bigger than we thought? Is it even a comet at all? Don't know. It is super hard to tell right now what is going on with this thing. There is so much information coming from all these different sources, and it's all conflicting. I can't make heads or tails of what's going on with it. So what I wanted to do is just I found this article today. It was written on November 27th, and it's very interesting about this whole comment in particular about how it could possibly be bringing trouble. I'm not trying to be a doom and gloomer. I just thought this was a pretty neat article, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So, and also, if you didn't know, on November 28th, another very historic thing happened where Hanukkah began and Thanksgiving both fell on the same time. And we'll get more into that in just a second, this article, but so I wanted to bring that up as well. For all of human history, at least a million years, according to NASA, this comet Ison has been heading towards the sun. Wow, imagine that. From the farthest reaches of time and space, while the human story was unfolding here on planet Earth, Comet Ison has been making a steady trek across the universe, arriving just in time for the very rare convergence of Thanksgiving and Hanukkah, something which has happened only once before in the year 1888 and will not happen again, so we are told, for another 70,000 plus years or more. So as you can see, this is an extremely rare event. The history of comets is an interesting one. Long considered to be harbingers of doom and gloom, science has been working hard to restore their reputation. Nothing to be concerned about, they say, just another pretty light in the sky, a photo op for astronomy buffs and something to study for astronomers. But like any other ancient tale, there is often a grain of truth or more hidden with these long-held myths and mythologies. For the ancients, we are learning they were much smarter, much smarter than we often give them credit for, particularly when it comes to the Bible, which begs the question, why now and why these particular holidays? Today, well, this was 2 days ago, in an image capture, well, we don't need that till about, we'll skip right past that. I find this to be particularly interesting because November 27th is also Kislev 24 on the Hebrew calendar, the same date mentioned as the 9th month and 24th day in the second chapter of Haggai, an obvious reference to end-time events as noted below. I think that's how you say it. The word of the Lord came to Haggai a second time on the 24th day of the 9th month. Tell Zerubbabel, governor of Judah, that I am going to shake the heavens and the earth. I will overturn royal thrones and shatter the power of the foreign kingdoms. I will overthrow chariots and their drivers, horses and their riders will fall, each by the sword of his brother. Yes, as Comet Ison prepares around the sun on November 28th, God is preparing to shake the heavens and the earth and to shatter the power of the foreign kingdoms. But how do we know that the 24th day of the 9th month refers to this particular year? Good question. We may not have, except for the appearance of Ison and the events surrounding this date. Think of it this way. Hanukkah and Thanksgiving, two holidays representing two specific groups of people, Americans and Jews, converging on one date, November 28th. This is an important clue and one that should not be dismissed. And then the rest is just a speculation about whether or not it will hit this or go through the sun, past the sun, and survive. And then it talks about the nuke deal that just went down in Iran. But I just thought this was some pretty interesting stuff. And also, don't forget that earlier in the month, there was that super rare hybrid eclipse that's only happened 7 times since Jesus Christ walked the earth. And we know in numerology that 7 signifies the completion of things. And another thing, too, that I've mentioned this before in a past video, that before the last great New Madrid earthquake, there was a great comet seen right before it hit that was exceptionally bright and was visible for 260 days. Now what do we have? Another great comet that's exceptionally bright, and it's going to be visible for like 60, 90 days, whatever, all the way through January out here. So I find that very interesting. And then we also have this here. We're in 2013, and we have 294 fireballs that are now being reported. And last year, it was only up to like, well, I shouldn't say only. Last year, it was reported as like 242 or 246. So we have absolutely smashed that last year's record. So something's coming. I don't know if it's Ison. I don't know if it is the bringer and harbinger of doom, and if the Lord is really going to shake the earth and all this kind of stuff. I have no idea. But things are happening out there. And I don't know if you heard this story, but here's a story of a 7-year-old that got hit by some meteor fragments, and he had to get 3 staples in his head, supposedly. So the numbers right there are enough to make you suspicious. But the fact of the matter is, I mean, if we're really getting this many fireballs and it's going to continue to increase at such a drastic rate, I mean, I don't even know what's this year is going to finish with now. I thought it was going to finish with 300 a few weeks ago, but we're going to break 300 maybe before the 1st of December comes around. So if these things are picking up, then this is definitely a possibility of really happening. And you just think about that meteor strike card and about how it's over the Caribbean here, it looks like anyway, and you got the old school interview with this alien abductee where it says the meteor is going to strike somewhere in the Caribbean, and then this story comes out over in Greece where a meteor falling into the sea at nighttime in Greece caused some panic, and boy, that sure sounds a whole lot like Revelation, where it's something like a mountain all ablaze is tossed into the sea. So I don't know. And then you got the whole tsunami clouds right around in Florida and Georgia and Alabama or wherever these other ones are from. So, I mean, just a lot of crazy stuff. So I wouldn't count Ison out yet. So I don't know what this thing is going to be, if anything. But it's hard telling right now. So just keep your eyes and ears open for any kind of new information that might come out about it. Because there's stuff going on with it. NASA's not being honest. We know that for a fact. So thanks to everybody for watching. If you like my video, please like my Truth Metal Band's Facebook page. Thanks to all my subs and teammates out there, and thanks for all the support. Appreciate you watching.